Hello everyone, welcome to Redline Collectibles. Well, today we're going to bend the rules a little bit, and I wanted to show you a couple of old Matchbox that I have collected over time. And I thought, a little trip down memory lane is in order, especially this time of the season. So I wanted to show you a couple different trucks, if you will. I guess the specialty here, or the focus on today's video, is going to be trucks. So I sure hope that, it'll trigger a memory, something maybe you did back in the day, the Mercedes truck number one. This little buggy was made in from 1967 all the way to 1981. Of course, this is the early 67 version with actually the scale is 1 to 87, and you'll notice the detail on the parts. And a lot of these trucks are going to have movable parts, kind of cool little things that would trigger imaginations when you were playing. At least for me, I remember in the sandbox, right? Well, along with this Mercedes, and again, let me preface this little video, is I'm not an expert in Matchbox. I am, I primarily focus my attention on Hot Wheels Redlines. So if I don't get something correct, or I don't have 100% accuracy on an age or the box type or whatever, please don't take that opportunity to whack me over the head. That happens every once in a while. People will put comments and they're like, you should have said this or that or whatever. And you know what? I do this for the fun. I don't do this to be, scrutinized, and I just try to have some fun together. And what I'm trying to articulate to you here is you got two different box styles. We got the early, and then number 2, and then a little bit later. You notice on the upper one, a little bit later, how the detail was explained on the trucks versus the original box did not. That's the way that I'm understanding it. And the way that it worked is the Mercedes trailers all sort of hooked together. And you know what? You had a party. I remember having a bunch of these where, we'd have these running around, and everything would have, we put like, I don't know, little box, marbles, BBs, things. What would a kid do, right? So that's sort of the way that we played. But so that's the Mercedes trailer number 2, of course, 1967 through 1994, and we have an original E-style box, as you can see. I showed you earlier. The next one's going to be the Hay trailer number 40. The Hay trailer number 40, and this one had its own early box. Yeah, and what I like about this one is the parts moving, right? You could take off the stake, and you see two little holes there. They would match up. There are some times when you get a collection and the stakes are missing. Both are out in the sandbox someplace, or long gone at grandma's house, or in the basement, or whatever. But the yellow hubs, the blue and the yellow hubs, this would indicate the early 1967. This is a 1 to 56 scale, 1 to 56. So I'm putting it on there. In fact, let's do this. Let's have a little fun. Let's put that on there. And you notice also the wheels, between the stakes and the wheels, there's always something, an opportunity to be, to lose some parts. So I thought I'd run those up there first for you to look at. And as long as we're talking about, farm, this is an old favorite, the number 4 stake truck, the stake truck, 1968. This was made 1967 to 1971, and it's a 1 to 86 scale. This is also a Dodge, and again, we would put animals in there, like play toy animals, etc. So let's keep disconnect those trailers. Put those on the side. Put this guy up here. Let's do this. Let's keep these two trailers together so you can kind of see, a little magic going on there in the Matchbox land. There you go. On those. What happened here? Did I lose my power? Oops. Hello. No, we're not having an earthquake. There we go. Oh, I see what happened. I have a little knob on the side that's not always real friendly. So this box here, number 44, the refrigerator truck, 1967 through 1969, 1 to 86 scale again. Look at the green and the silver, which I don't get that often. The one I have in the box here is the red and the green, which is a lot more popular, meaning you see that more often. The green glass, you know. The door in the back, always kind of dug that, you know, again, a moving part. You know, for a kid, any moving parts always, for me, it spelled like, you know, more of a adventure. You know, if it had a moving part on it, then you could, you know, your imagination would start going wild. Like this one here, the Ford Refuge truck number 7. This is a 1967 through 1969 again. This one is a 1 to 95 scale, which gives you an indication of how big in real life this truck was. Another articulating, you know, mechanism, really cool. You know, that Matchbox would come up with these types of things. Again, a moving part, you know, you put the refuge in and then you dump it, you know, make your way down the municipality through the neighborhood, and then off she goes, right? Ah, so much fun. Number 7. And then, not to be outdone, I have a tipper for you. The Tipex Refuge truck, number 15. Now, this is a little bit earlier. You can tell by the series box, number 15. A little earlier, 1963 through 1967. This is 1963, well, 1 to 96 scale. What I love about this one is, again, it's action. You know, you could sort of see what's going on. The garbage is inside there. But the cool part about it is that the Matchbox or the Lesney company allowed you to, you know, dump the stuff out. And then it really inventive is they put that hole in there in the very end. See my fingers kind of covering up, and so that hole, I would imagine, was that you could allow, it wouldn't, you know, like if it sat upside down outside, that water would not accumulate. I thought it was a great engineering idea. But yeah, the Tipex Refuge truck number 15, beautiful, beautiful machine. Again, just sort of a trip down memory lane. Hopefully it triggers a memory for you and you enjoy this kind of thing. You know, playing with toys, you know, this grit spreader. The grit spreader. Oh man, so many hours of fun with this one. You remember, right? Just look at the beautiful artwork. I always, you know, I gotta make sure that I tip my hat to the Lesney company with coming up with such beautiful artwork. You know, to get you, the young user, you know, excited about, oh, mom or dad, I really want that one. This is one of my favorites. And you know, sometimes you'll find these with this little plastic piece. This is the sifter opener. This is what opens the tray right here. So you can close and open that by the little lever in the back here. The only problem is that what I found is I had to use, well, my mom's not listening because she's no longer with us, but I used to take salt because sand was, the sand particles were too big. So in the house, I was able to use salt from her Morton salt shaker, the big blue one, and so that's what we used. But here, let's put that up there, and then I'll give you a grand finale here. I got a really cool truck I want to show you at the end here, but let's take a couple of these municipal vehicles and move those off onto the back 40 here. Let those twirl around a little bit. Let's make some room in the back here on the trailer. In fact, let's get that trailer off. I'll put that first refuse. In fact, I'll put both. Let me put both of these garbage trucks over here on the back so you kind of see those twirl around. Great little memories there. How about that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? Gosh, that's so much fun. Okay, you ready for the grand finale? I mean, I don't know. I bought a collection a while back, and then this little truck came in the collection, the M2 articulated freight truck, 1957 through 1960. This is a 1 to 95 scale, which gives you an idea of how big the real truck was, or, you know. So let's take a peek. This is such a beautiful machine. Love that. Again, the artwork. Put this down for a second, just to take an appreciation for what Leslie did with the artwork. See it, it's showing up at the airport, and they're starting to take, you know, the boxes and the goods off of the aircraft. Just beautiful imagination artwork here, guys. So much fun. I get a kick out of this box. And then the actual truck, what a gem. Look at this. The LEP International Transportation, beautiful silver with a slightly blue glass and the red trailer in the back. The International Transport, the doors are still intact. Yep, this one was not played with. I mean, you could tell it's a lot of respect given to this particular truck. You got the dualies in the back. Now, how do you can obviously pull this, right? And you can turn corners, etc. But how you take it off is there's a little, you see this like off round piece that aligns here so that you can attach it, but it won't fall off. It's got to be like I just did that. You have to actually put it at a right angle to get it off. But what's cool about it is, I think, the dualies in the back. Again, the detail. Just love this stuff. Bedford. Just a masterpiece. And the doors, like I said, are still there. You got the dualies in the back here. Yep, there it is. York Freightmaster trailer, made in England, major pack number 2. That's what it is, the M2. So how do we do that again? You align the hitch on a right angle, turn, and then that's how it stays on. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for soaking in a little bit of memory lane here with these Matchbox beauties. I really enjoy your company. Thank you for your comments. I always read your comments. I appreciate your support of the channel. Do give the content a thumbs up, like, and you know what? Share it to your other friends. This is something that's really special to me. As I recall in my childhood memories, and I hope that we triggered some good thoughts and joy to you too. And I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Of course, this is the first week of Advent. We look forward to many, many more videos here at Redline Collectibles. And until we meet again, God bless and enjoy. Bye, everybody.